Hey YouTube, it's Mike from Osmond Reptile Removal. Just doing an August ball python update. I'll do a colubrid update in a later video. So we'll start off with this girl. This girl here was a adopted girl. I adopted her from a family, and she was tiny for being a 2011. She had stuck shed. I cleaned her up. I got her up. She's about 1,100 grams right now. I'm hoping she's big enough for this year's breeding season. I think she's just a normal, but she does have a couple things that make me think yellow belly. Hence her belly sometimes is all yellow, and she has some of those markers that my other yellow belly female does have. So I have a pastel ivory male that I'll show you later that I plan on breeding to her if she's big enough or when she's big enough this year. But again, she looks beautiful now. She's fat. And like I said, she's about 1,100 grams now. Alright. Next girl I'm going to show you is my big yellow belly girl. She is just over 1,500 grams. And I plan on putting her to a bunch of my males this year. I'm going to put her to my pastel lesser male, my pastel ivory male, and my enchy male. But again, you can see she has a similar yellow belly with the checkered markings. Again, she's about 1,500 grams. Ready to go. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. This next snake is my biggest male snake. He is an enchy, and he's about 1,700 grams. He's a big boy. Get you in the light. And he'll probably only be bred to the yellow belly female this year, but I'm hoping next year or in 2 years when my champagne female's ready, I'm going to put him to her for the champagne enchies. This boy here is my cinnamon male. Eventually his main purpose is going to be to go with my cinnamon girl, but she's not nearly big enough yet. She has at least a year, but he's a real nice. You can see these nice whites on him. He is about 900 grams, but I am going to put him with my big pastel female this year. Maybe get some pewters. That'll probably be the only girl he'll get to go with this year. And then I had, in previous videos, I had this het pied, 100% het pied male that I couldn't get to eat. And now he's eating great. And he's putting weight on finally. He's getting much bigger. He's about 950, almost 1,000 grams. He got all the way down to 700 grams. He went a couple months without eating. And he's a supposed to be 100% het pied male. Again, here's the markers. I have a het pied, 100% het pied female that I'm going to breed him to once she's big enough, but she has at least another year before she's of size. Down here is my biggest female. She is a 2009, if I remember correctly. I think it's 2009 pastel female. And I'm going to put my pastel lesser male to her, my pastel ivory male to her, my cinnamon male, and maybe my enchy male. So a lot of the males to her, but she's a big girl. She's like 17, 18, might even be 1,900 grams at this point. She's a big head on her too, compared to a lot of these other girls. Alright, that's my vision rack with the 40 quart tub release for ball pythons. This girl here, she is unfortunately in shed. We're going to shed soon, but she's a real nice girl. This is my Mojave. And she's a possible het ghost, but for now my main plan is my mystic male and then my pastel lesser male to her. She's about 800 to 900 grams, like 850 I think. Again, she's in shed though, so she doesn't look good. She's a sweetheart, so she'll let me hold her when she's in shed even. But she probably won't be big enough this year. She's, like I said, only about 850 grams. This next snake, she's not very nice, but very pretty. My lemon blast female. Only a mouse eater also. Pastel pinstripe. She's about 500 grams. Has a ways to go being a mouser. I only have, I think, 3 ball pythons that eat mice, and she's one of them. That first snake I showed you, the adopted normal that I'm hoping is a yellow belly. And then I have a 100% het albino girl I'll show you later. This is my 100% het clown female. Unfortunately, she has not eaten since I've gotten her. So she hasn't eaten in like 2 months, and I've tried everything other than African soft furs, which at the next show I'm going to try to get some African soft furs, try those with her. But that's my 100% het clown female. She's barely lost any weight though. Whoop. I got her in May. She was 701 grams. At her last shed, she was 669. So barely anything. This is my other girl that is close to being ready. She is a very, very pretty fire. She's about 850 grams, also like the Mojave girl. I don't even know if the camera picks her up. The blushing on her, she's a really nice fire. My ultimate goals for her will be the Pastel lesser male. Fireflies and some firefly lessers. This is my 100% het clown male. He's about 650 grams. He eats like a champ. He's also not the nicest in the world though. Alright. Then over here, this is the Pastel lesser male that I've been talking so much about. He'll probably go to almost every one of my females this year. He's about 600 grams right now. He's a snake from Nerd. Really pretty snake. This here is also from Nerd. This is a spider. Pastel pied. She's a mouser, but this one's weird. She will only eat frozen thawed mice. She's about 500 grams, real nice high whites. This next girl is my 100% het pied girl. She's about 400 grams. Whoop, hissing at me. These next 2 girls are not very nice, so we're just going to peek in for the time being so we don't bother them too much. This is my cinnamon girl, who the cinnamon male will go to when she's big enough. She's about 500 grams. And then this girl here is just a normal I got from Petco. Just a normal female from Petco. She's also the 400-500 gram range. Now, some of my fun young snakes, young ball pythons. This girl here is the 100% het albino I told you about. Again, she's not the nicest in the world. Also a mouse eater. This is the albino male. He's a beauty. Very nice snake, very cool. Little though, just about 110, 115 grams. But he's these really cool orange blotches on his back, and he's a great eater. Alright, this next snake is my mystic male, who will eventually go with that Mojave. He's about 150 grams. Doing great, very pretty, eats like a champ. This is my champagne girl. She's about 200-300 grams. She's the one who I'm going to eventually put with the Enchi male when she's of size in a couple years or a year. Really pretty. Champagne, one of my favorites. And then lastly, this is my Pastel Ivory male, who's about 600 grams, but for whatever reason, he really likes the smaller cage. He will stop eating if I put him in even my 15 quart, but if I keep him in the 6 quart tub, he eats like a champ. So I've been keeping him down there for the time being. But again, he's Pastel Ivory. I got him from Ozzy Boyeds. Ozzy said he's possible black Pastel Ivory, the Barnhard line. And that's part of the reason why I'm putting him with that normal that I'm hoping is a yellow belly. For one, prove her out. and then also to prove him out if he's black pastel ivory or just regular pastel ivory. But he's a really cool snake, really nice. Like I said, he's going to be one of my other main males for this upcoming season. That'll be it for my ball python collection. So I'm sweating. It's hot in the reptile room. I'm just going to say thanks for checking it out. I will have a colubrid collection video coming soon. So thank you. And Mike's out. Osmond Reptile Removal. Check us out. Share, like, follow. I'll see you.